Playoff baseball is on the air. Today from John Randall Field, East Region teams compete for a trip to the state tournament. Today's game is brought to you by American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, Cargill, Carlson Family Insurance, Jahinkapazoo, Comdell Innovation, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Jawoski Glass and Repair, Optimum Rehab, Smith Motors, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Now, here's KBMW's Andrew Zimmel.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel, to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show from Vaterstad Stadium at John Randall Field in Wahpeton for this EDC win-or-go-home game between the number 7 seed Fargo Davies Eagles and the number 6 seed Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. Right now, Davies on the field taking some fungo. Our pregame show sponsors the Wilkin Drinking Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company. Later in the pregame show, we'll have our Sanford Health Injury Report, Here for All, Here for Good, followed by our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Well, I want to welcome in 95 KGFK in Grand Forks to the family on B92.7 and KBMW News Live on YouTube. A lot of different ways you can intake these games. Want to thank you guys for making us part of your afternoon. Well, Davies, they lost to Shanley on Tuesday by a score of 5-2. The Eagles ended the regular season with only 3 EDC wins. Eagles looked rough in the beginning of the season, but since have been able to bounce back and shake off some of that winter rust. If Davies can get back Grand Forks, they will. If Davies can get this win and move on from Grand Forks, they'll play the loser of West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Wahpeton later this afternoon. Funny enough, Davies stole a game at the end of the season against number 1 seed West Fargo, Cheyenne, but they were winless against Wahpeton this year. They did not win a game against Wahpeton. They did win a game against the number 1 seed in this tournament. The Rough Riders, they were shut out by 3 seed West Fargo on Tuesday by a score of 4-0. Senior Gunnar Heidrich has been on fire this spring, batting .391 and scoring a team-high 9 runs while also drawing 11 walks. Red River has a deep pitching staff with experience and a must-win game. You have to imagine they're going to throw everything and the kitchen sink. And we'll get into all of that and a little bit more in this Wilkin pregame show. Talk about the starting lineups and, of course, the pitching matchup. Who's going to be on the rubber for this rubber match between two teams. Funny enough, I should mention that the game earlier today, Fargo North and Devils Lake, that game was a rubber match, a 2-0 win for Fargo North. So they've punched their ticket for the semifinal game tomorrow in the state quarterfinals. That'll be the EDC quarterfinals, trying to get a chance to go to state. That'll be a good one. And later this afternoon, at 4 p.m., the Mustangs and Huskies take the field. West Fargo Cheyenne, the 1 seed, versus Wahpeton, the 4 seed. Then West Fargo High and Shanley, the 3 versus 2. That game will be at 7:30 this evening, potentially. We kind of eyeballed where some of these games were going to be, and, that earlier game kind of went very quick. It was a quick game between the two teams. So we'll see if this one is a quick one as well. We'll come back with more from John Randall Field. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance. Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back to Wahpeton for this EDC matchup. John Randall Field is the home of all these games on B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Well, let's get into it. Our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley providing superior quality product services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And it is going to be the Eagles as the away team today, so we'll go through that here for you. Leading off is the right fielder, Fargo Davies. Leading off is Grant Matter. Batting number 2 is Wyatt Kadowski. Batting third is Jackson Beiswager. In the cleanup spot, Carson Barta, also pitching today. We'll get into that in a minute. Batting fifth is J.C. Keller. Batting sixth, Evan Erickson. Batting seventh, Paul Norum. Batting eighth is Matthew Nelson. And batting ninth, Brady Heckler. Not batting today is number 2. That is Cade Olerhauser. For Grand Forks Red River in the field, pitching Brett Feller. Feller this season, 2-1, 25 2/3 innings pitched, a .82 ERA, 36 Ks, 4 walks, and 14 hits. Behind the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. At first base, Mason Storm. At second base is Cole Ludick. Third base, Dylan Demarius. At shortstop, Gunnar Huck. Left field is Logan Oakstead. Left field is Brady Pearson. Center field, Logan Oakstead. And right field, Brady Price. Take another quick break and come back with first pitch. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. 1 minute break.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we get ready for first pitch. Want to talk about that duel on the hill today. It's going to be Brett Feller for the home team, Grand Forks Red River, 2-1 on the season, 25 2/3 innings pitched. The senior, .82 ERA, 36 Ks, only 6 walks, allowing 14 hits this season. And on the other side, playing for their season, is Carson Barta, the senior pitcher, 2-3 this season, 30 innings pitched, a .93 ERA, 37 Ks, 17 walks, and 18 hits. But, we go through the hit stat just to kind of give you an idea of where these guys like to do, where they like to work the ball, right? Are they a strikeout pitcher, or are they somebody that's going to put the ball on the ground a lot? And, we saw earlier today with Lamont, who was a very good strikeout pitcher. He did a good job of making sure guys hit the ball, flyouts, and ground outs. That was really the thing that kind of gave them the opportunity to win the game, Fargo North. So they move on. We'll see if Davies and Red River, if that game will be as close and as competitive when we talk about how the way that these teams play. Players to watch in this one: Gunnar Huchit, the senior for Grand Forks Red River, a .391 batting average, 9 hits, 1 RBI, 9 runs. He also leads the team in walks. He's the leadoff batter today for Red River. For Davies, it is going to be the player to watch is Grant Matter, .304 batter. He has an on-base percentage of .403, 17 hits, 8 RBIs, but 13 runs. He's also the leadoff batter for the Eagles. Now, the reason that you put your batter with the best batting average, of course, in the beginning of the lineup is because you want to see as many pitchers. You want them to get on base. But we've noticed a lot in this EDC tournament, and I imagine we'll notice it next week in the state tournament, the Class A state tournament in Fargo next week at Young Field in West Fargo. Well, we notice is the back half of a lot of these games, or these lineups, I should say, are really what decides the games. Your top of the order, they might get on base and they might score some runs, but when it comes down to it, that 7th inning and guys are coming up for the third time, 0 for 2, maybe 1 for 2, they're trying to get on base, trying to get some momentum going in the back half of these games. That is really where those younger players and sometimes the worst hitters, they have the game on their shoulders a lot of times. So we'll take a quick 2-minute break and come back with first pitch next from John Randall Field for this EDC tournament on B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Welcome back as we get ready to get this one underway. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for listening on YouTube, watching on YouTube, and subscribing on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you never miss another game. First pitch coming up from Brett Feller, the senior. 2-1 this season. 25 2/3 innings pitched, .82 ERA. Grant Matter at the plate, the right fielder. Matter right-handed batter. Feller right-handed pitcher. Delivery over the hand pitch, low and outside for ball number 1. Feller is senior. Grant Matter is senior. 304, 403 on base percentage. Ball hit sharply to the third baseman, gloves it, sends it to first, a little high, but able to pull it down for the first out. A 5-3 putout to start this one. First pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your number one grain sponsor, number one grain marketing production agriculture supply company. On the field right now is our Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance representing auto owners. Up to bat, the shortstop, the delivery from Feller, low and away, ball 1. 1-0 count, nobody on, nobody out, top of the first. 0-0 ball game. Wyatt Kanowski, the freshman, watches the pitch go by for strike 1 in the outside corner. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. 241 on base, or 241 batting average, 389 on base, 276 slugging percentage, 14 hits, 7 RBIs, 13 runs. The delivery. Another chopper. This is almost a swinging bunt. Pitcher tries to glove it, not able to. I'm going to give that one a hit. Yeah, first hit of the game. And Kanowski on base. Up to bat, Jackson Beiswinger up, the junior. 288 batting average. He comes to the plate with a runner on first base. Feller looks in, 36 Ks on the season. The pitch, another chopper. This one gets back to third baseman. Another hit for Davies. They're coming out swinging. Runners on second and first. One down for the pitcher, Carson Barta.
The pitcher, number 8, Carson Barta.
Barta with runners in scoring position. Feller right-handed pitcher, Barta right-handed batter. Davies in white jerseys, maroon numbers. Grand Forks, black jerseys, red numbers, red hats, gray pants. One-zero pitch. Feller looks in, the delivery. Fastball in the outside corner, misses 2-0. Fargo Davies and Grand Forks Red River playing right now. The delivery. Down the middle of the plate for a strike, 2-1 count. Two one, one down, 2 on. Feller comes set, the delivery. Breaking ball. Gets Barta, 2-2 count. Barta, the right-handed batter, wiggles the bat. Runners in scoring position. Swung on and missed. First K of the day for Feller. So 2 down, 2 on for Davies. Chase Keller comes in, the senior, batting 128. 6 hits, 2 RBIs, no runs scored. Steps into the box, trying to get the Eagles on the board in this first inning. Feller working on the first base side of the rubber. The delivery misses away, ball 1. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. First pitch for this one was right around 1:30. 83 degrees and sunny in Wahpeton. John Randall Field. The pitch paints the outside corner of the plate for a strike, 1-1. And Feller, he's working on that first base side of the rubber as a right-handed pitcher. He's trying to work that outside corner on the right-handed hitters. Right-handed hitters. Comes set out of the stretch. The delivery. Puts it over the plate for a single, and that's going to score one from second base. Keller rounds into second, so the slugging backstop gets an RBI double. As Kanowski scores from second. Davies gets on the board first, 1-0. Your runs brought to you by Titan Machinery, your local Case IGH dealer in Wahpeton. Runners on third and second now for Evan Erickson, the first baseman. A single and advancing on the throw. So Erickson steps into the box. The pitch from Feller, inside corner, catches him. 0-1 count, 2 down, 2 runners in scoring position for the first baseman. Evan Erickson, the senior, 167 batting average, 9 RBIs, leads the team. 8 hits on the season. Feller working on the first base side of the rubber, misses away on the right-handed batter, 1-1 count. So the Eagles, they got one early. A solid hit into left field. Just landed in front of the left fielder, not able to make a play on it. The 1-1, Erickson. The pitch. Hard hit ball to the shortstop, who goes through the wickets, loses it. 1 runner scores, and 2 runners score. 3-0 lead for Davies to start at the top of the first. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery. So Byswinger scores from third, and Keller scores from second, going on the contact. We'll see what the official call is there. Might be a 2 RBI E6, we'll call it. Paul Norum comes in, the DH, watches the pitch go by for a strike. 0-1 count, 2 down, runner on first. 3-0 lead for Fargo Davies, early, top of the first. Brett Feller looks in for the Rough Riders. The delivery. Sticks his bat out there, and it's going to drop foul down the first base line. One of those where you just kind of stick your bat out there, see if you can make anything happen. If that breeze was a little bit stronger from right field, might have pulled it fair. Falls foul, 0-2 count, 2 down. DH goes back in the box, 3-0 lead for Davies in this win or go home game. Winner of this one will play the loser tomorrow of West Fargo Cheyenne and Wahpeton. That game happens after this one at 4 p.m. Catcher sets up inside on the DH, the delivery. Breaking ball down the middle of the plate for a K and sits him down. First K of the afternoon for Feller. So 1 man left on, but now before Davies scores 3 runs, going to the bottom of the first, Rough Riders trail 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Up to bat this inning, top of the lineup for the Rough Riders, who trail 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Your Sanford Health Injury Report, here for all, here for good. Luckily, no injuries so far through this tournament. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. No mound visits so far this afternoon. Not a ton of walks either. Walks brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is here. Want to make sure we get that in there as well. Pitching for Davies is Carson Barta, 2-3 this season, 30 innings pitched, .93 ERA, 37 Ks. 17 walks and 18 hits for Carson Barta. Up to bat this inning is Gunnar Heinrich, .391 batting average, 9 hits, 1 RBI, 9 runs. We're on air right now on B92.7 FM. The delivery, high fly ball into left field. Left fielder steps in on it, loses it, rolls to the warning track. So that's going to be a stand-up double to start for the Rough Riders. Cole LeDuc steps in. LeDuc, the senior, batting .179 on the season. 7 hits, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runner on second base. Rough Riders trying to come back. 3-0 down in the bottom of the first. Barter comes set. The delivery. Fastball outside. Catches the corner. 0-1 count. Runner taking his lead. Barter comes set. Close stance on the pitcher's mound. Looks back. Comes set. The delivery. Misses away. 1-1 count. No outs. Runner on second. Rough Riders trail 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Butter on the hill. Looks back. The pitch. High fly ball into right field. Second baseman goes back on it as well. And makes the grab. So 1 down in the bottom of the first on the fly up. Brett Feller, the pitcher, steps to the plate. Trying to do himself a favor here. Trailing 3-0. Feller, a .268 hitter this season. 11 hits, 8 RBIs, 8 runs scored during the regular season. Runner takes his lead at second. Shortstop goes to cover the bag. The delivery. Hard hit ball into right field. Right fielder takes a step in and able to make the grab. Runner tags up from second. Ball comes into the second baseman. So a fly ball into right field advances the runner to third base. Rough Riders trying to get these runs one at a time. Mason Stroh steps in. Stroh, right-handed batter, the delivery. Pitch misses or catches the outside corner low. 0-1 count, 2 down, runner on third. The delivery misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Ethan Mannock, well, we'll get this information here in a moment for you local listeners. 2 down, runner on third. The delivery, breaking ball misses high and inside. 2-1 count. Ethan Mannock, local Wahpeton discus player, wins state at the discus. And Scout Woods, another local Husky. Swing and a miss, 2-2 count. One for shot put yesterday. So javelin starting soon. Mannock, the reigning state champion in that, a senior. Wish him good luck. Barter out of the windup. 2s across the board. Catcher sets up inside. The delivery low. Payoff pitch coming up. 3-2 count. So Stroh, the first baseman, 270 hitter this season, 400 on base percentage, 9 runs scored, 3 RBIs, could capitalize here with a runner 90 feet away. Out of the windup, the delivery. High fly ball in the left field. That one's drifting back, and gone. A 2-run home run to cut the lead, 3-2 by Stroh. Home run by Stroh cuts the lead to 1, 3-2 with the third baseman. Dylan Demarius coming to the plate. And Stroh's home run, that left fielder, he took a step in and got back to the warning track. I was like, I don't know about this one. Just kept drifting back. So in the bottom of the first, runs brought to you by Tide Machinery, your local Case IH dealer. Hat falls off of Barta's head as he gets the strike called. Swing and a miss by Demarius. Out of the windup, the delivery. High fly ball down the first baseline goes out of play. Count stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the first. 3-2 lead for the Eagles. Rough Rider, third baseman, steps back in. The pitch misses away. 1-2 count. Listen to B92.7 FM in Wahpeton, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube to watch the game. The pitch, hard hit ball down the third baseline, goes foul. Count stays 1-2. Dimensions of John Randall Field, 324 to left, 307 to right, and about 380 to dead center. So that home run over the left field fence went a distance, the 1-2. Inside high, 2-2 count. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the first. Nobody on for the Rough Riders. Stepping back in is Demarius. The delivery, swing and a miss, and it gets past the catcher. So Demarius goes down to first base on the pass ball. Carson Barta on the hill for Davies. Gave up a double and home run this inning. Brady Pearson steps into the box. Pearson, the junior, batting .267, 4 hits, no RBIs, 1 run scored. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runner takes his lead at first base. Barta on the hill takes a deep breath. The delivery, low and away for a strike. 0-1 count. Pearson steps back in. Got a neutral stance in the batter's box. Barta, closed stance on the hill. The delivery. Another ball in the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 count. So Barta, not for lack of trying, he's been getting these hitters into counts that he likes. Out of the stretch, comes set. The 0-2. The delivery. Inside, gets him looking. So back-to-back Ks from Barta ends the first inning. So after 1 inning to play, Davies leads 3-2. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Top of the second coming up after the break.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. On the hill is Brett Feller. His team trails 3-2 as we go into the top of the second. First pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your number one grain marketing production agriculture supply company. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery from Feller. Down the middle of the plate, low for a strike. Matthew Nelson, the center fielder, comes to the plate for Davies. Feller out of the windup, the delivery. Fouled straight back by Nelson. Matthew Nelson batting .294 on the season, 15 hits, 4 RBIs, 10 runs in the back half of the order. We have 8-9-1 coming back up. Pitch in the dirt on the inside corner, 1-2 count. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the second. 3-2 lead for the Eagles, able to put 3 on the board in the first. Timely hitting. Feller out of the windup. The delivery misses inside again. 2-2 to the left-hander. Nelson, Sr., trying to extend his Eagles season. The pitch misses inside for a third time. 3-2. Like where Feller's head's at, trying to catch that inside corner of the plate. Got to come over with something now. Full count. Open stance for Nelson. Wags the bat on his shoulder. Feller out of the windup. The delivery. Foul ball down the third baseline. Out of play. Count stays 3-2. 85 degrees in Wahpeton. Breeze coming in from center field. Delivery from Feller. Ground ball hit to the third baseman. Gets underneath the glove. So a single from Nelson to start the second inning. Brady Hecker steps to the plate for the Eagles. Hecker, a 173 hitter this season. 9 hits, 3 RBIs, 8 runs. Did a little bit of pitching as well. And the way this game is going, I might see a handful of pitchers. Hecker open stance. Catcher sets up outside for Feller. Shows bunt, pulls back. Did he do it in time? He did. 1-2 count. Or 1-0 count. Nobody on. 1-0 count, nobody out, 1 on for the Eagles. Hecker steps back in. On deck is Grant Matter, grounded into a 5-3 putout in the first inning. Catcher sets up outside to the right-handed batter. Shows bunt again, pulls back. This one for a strike, 1-1 count. Third base crashed in. Trying to keep the infield defense on their toes. Third base playing the grass. First base holding the runner on. Middle infield playing back. Hecker comes back in the box. Catcher sets up outside. Feller comes set out of the stretch. The 1-1 shows bunt. This bunt high in the air. Rolling down the first base line goes foul. 1-2 count to the number 9 hitter. And Davies leads 3-2 in the top of the second, but small balling a little bit, trying to get a runner in scoring position, add to their total. Nobody out, 1 on for Davies. Hecker steps back in. Going to have the swing away, I imagine, with 2 strikes. Catcher sets up outside. Feller comes set out of the stretch. The delivery. Swung on and missed. Fouled it into the catcher's glove. So that's 3 Ks for Feller. Top of the order back up. Grant Matter.
Now batting for the Eagles, right fielder number 9, Grant Matter.
Matter steps in. Taps both sides of the plate. Open stance. 1 down, runner on first. 3-2 lead for Davies. The pitch inside. Fouled back. Catcher trying to get back to it and falls out of play behind the net. 0-1 count, 1 down. Runner on first. Top of the second. Matter steps back into the box. Catcher going to go pick up his helmet. Matter takes a couple practice cuts, steps back into the box. Runner takes his lead. Nelson leaning back to first base. Open stance for the hitter. Feller comes set. The delivery. Misses low. 1-1 count. Matter gets the signs from his head coach at the third base line. Game after this one, quarterfinals of the EDC tournament. West Fargo Cheyenne, the 1 seed versus Wahpeton, the 4 seed. That game will first pitch at 4 p.m. After that, Fargo High and Shanley. Another foul ball on the third base line. Count stays 1-2. Runner goes back to first base. 1 down. And Feller gave up 3 hits in the first inning. But the one that really hurt him was the E6 by his shortstop. Gave 2 RBIs. Went through the wickets. The 1-2. Misses away. 2-2 count. We'll get you your legal ID here in a moment. Timeout taken by the hitter. We'll take one with them. You're listening to B92.7.
B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton, powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
2-2 count, 1 down, runner on first, 3-2 lead for Davies in the top of the second. Feller comes set out of the stretch of the delivery. Ball popped back out of play behind home plate. Count stays 2-2. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube if you want to watch the game for free. Not a terrible ticket. The 2-2. The delivery. Misses down and away. 3-2 count. The catcher for the Rough Riders, Adrian Gonzalez, looks frustrated that he's not getting that low call. Feller looks back in. The senior pitcher shakes off the first sign. Looks over at the runner. Full count, and gets him looking. Back-to-back Ks for Feller. 2 down, runner on first. Davies leads 3-2.
Batting for the Eagles, shortstop number 3, Wyatt
Kadowski
Kozlowski.
on, or at the plate. Kadowski, a .241 hitter this season. 15 hits, 4 RBIs. First pitch is a strike, 0-1 count, 2 down, runner on first. Had a single, scored a run in the first inning. First baseman holding the runner on. 0-1 count, 2 down. Feller looks in, open stance from Kadowski. Feller comes set on the rubber, working from the first base side. The delivery. High fly ball foul down the first base line. Count goes 0-2. Takes a couple practice cuts, steps back in. Jackson Byswinger on deck. He had a single his last time at the plate, scored a run. Davies trying to get a 2-out rally going. Rough Riders looking in. Feller trailing 3-2. Runner on first. The delivery from Feller. Misses away, 1-2 count. And the Rough Riders, they were able to get 2 runs back in the bottom of the first on a 2-run home run. So both these squads swinging a heavy bat today. The 1-2. Feller comes set. The delivery out of the stretch. High fly ball in the infield. Third base and shortstop talking about it. And catch made by the third baseman. So, Davies leaves one runner on. We'll come back with the bottom of the second on B92.7. Grand Forks trails 3-2. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KFGK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner to Logan Oakstead. Logan Oakstead, a senior, batting .219, .324 on-base percentage, .250 slugging percentage. 7 hits, 5 RBIs. Pitch misses at the outside corner. 1-1 count. 1-1 count, nobody out in the bottom of the second. The delivery, breaking ball, high fly ball into right field. Right fielder getting on his horse, and it falls in for a hit. Breeze might have helped out a little bit, and the right fielder loses it. Going into second is Oakstead. Pulls into second on the lost hat. So we're going to give him a single and an error. So Adrian Gonzalez steps to the plate. The catcher for the Rough Riders has a chance here to tie this one up. 3-2 lead for Davies in the bottom of the second. Rough Riders at the plate. Want to give a shout out to our guy, Zach Mannock, hanging out in the booth with us today, keeping our stats for us. Infield on the grass, looking for bunt. The delivery. Hard hit fly ball past the pitcher, rolls into center field. Runner rounds third. It's going to hold up. So a single back of the middle by Gonzalez puts runners on the corners. Brady Price comes to the plate, has a chance here to tie this one back up, and we're going to get a pinch runner, or a courtesy runner coming for the catcher. Jacob Chime running for the catcher. Brady Price up to bat. Getting the calls from his third base coach. Stepping back in. Runners on the corners. Infield again looking bunt here. The pitch. Breaking ball in the inside corner. Catches the plate. 0-1 count. Nobody out. 2 runners on. And the question is, how fast is Logan Oakstead? He was able to gut out a single into a double on the error by the right fielder, but could he steal home on the double steal? That's the real question. 0-1 count. Rough Riders trail 3-2. The delivery. Outside corner. Catcher can't frame it. 1-1 count. Davies comes into this game as the 7th seed. Grand Forks the 6th seed. Timeout taken by Price. Steps back out. Steps back in. Gonzalez Chime takes a lead and trips and falls, going from first to second and able to get in to second base. That was a tough one. Won't make the top 10 plays of the night. Might make the blooper reel, though. 1-1. Chime ends up at second. 2 runners in scoring position for Brady Price. Looks like he might have just got his cleat caught in maybe a divot on the infield. Tripped and fell. Barter on the hill. A .93 ERA, 37 Ks. Had a tough first inning, a 20-pitch first inning. Barta out of the stretch, the pitch. Catches inside corner for a strike. 1-2, a little bit of a zip on that ball. 2-2 count. 2 runners in scoring position for the number 9 hitter on deck. Is the shortstop. Catcher sets up inside. The delivery. Chopper back to the shortstop. Runner goes from third. 6-3 put out, but does his job. Gets the RBI. Oakstead scores and ties this one back up 3 apiece. So Chime at second, running for Gonzalez. 1 down. And top of the order, back up. Gunnar Hutchart, the senior, batting .391, leading the team in batting average. Also leads the team in walks with 11. Infield still playing up, looking for the bunt. And timeout taken by the hitter.
Now back for the Riders. Shortstop, number 7, Gunnar Heichert.
Heichert steps back in. Second baseman holding the runner on second. The delivery misses the outside corner. 1-0 count. Barter steps back on. Looks in. Taps both sides of the plate. Comes set. Barter out of the stretch. Looks back at the runner and steps off as Chime goes back to his base. 1 down, 1 on in the bottom of the third. 3-3 ball game from Wahpeton for this EDC tournament. John Randall Field. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95K GFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Foul ball down the third baseline. Counts 1s across the board.
Those of you who have friends or loved ones that couldn't make it today, you can catch the game on KBMW
Heichert
News Live on
taps both sides of the plate. Steps back into the box. The shortstop. Barta looks back at his runner at second. Comes set out of the stretch. The delivery misses away. 2-1 count. Barta looks in. Shakes off the first. Comes set. Chime takes another step at second base. Second baseman holding him on. The delivery from Barta. Low and away. Ball 3. 3-1 count to the leadoff man. Cola Duke on deck. Flew out to the second baseman his last time at the dish in the hole. Brett Feller, who flew out to the right fielder. Heichert steps back in. The 3-1 count. Runner on second. 1 down. Rough Riders trying to retake the lead. Tied up 3 apiece. Second baseman holding the runner on. Timeout taken by Heichert. This is his 3rd timeout taken during this at-bat. Not happy with the pace that Barta might be playing at. Pitcher comes back on the rubber. Looks back at his runner. Comes set. The delivery inside. And ball gets away from the catcher. It was a walk for Heichert. So runners on the corners as Chime running for Adrian Gonzalez and Cola Duke at the dish. And the pitcher, or the head coach, comes out to talk to his pitcher. Visits to the mound brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. Well, this is a tough spot for Davies to be in. It's only the 2nd inning. And we're in a position here where you start warming somebody up as your starting pitcher starts to eat into his pitch count. 30 innings pitched this season for Carson Barta, a .93 ERA, 37 Ks, 17 walks, 8 hits on the season, but today the walk numbers and the strikeout numbers eerily similar. 2 Ks, 1 walk on the afternoon for Barta. Gave up a home run in the first inning as well. Rough Riders the home team in this one. Bottom of the second. 2 runners on the corners. Cole LeDuc steps back in. Flew out last time at the dish. The pitch low and away as Heikert takes second base. So 2 runners in scoring position for LeDuc. Man on third didn't even move. Rough Riders playing aggressive on the base pass. Barter might have wanted that. Now goes back out of the windup. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. Paints the black. Should be a 1-1 count. Or 2. Okay. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. 2-2. I think it's 1-2, but scoreboard gives us 2-2. 1 down. 2 runners on. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away from the catcher. They say it was a foul tip. Okay. So LeDuc has another breath of life here as the ball gets away from the catcher. 2 down. 2 on. The delivery. Chopper back to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Goes 1 with it for the putout. A 4-3 putout scores. Chime from third base to give the Rough Riders back the lead. 4-3 lead with Heikert at third base. Brett Feller steps to the plate. Feller flew out to the right fielder his last time at the dish. Mason Stroh had a 2-run home run in the first inning. The delivery, he's on deck. Pitch high and inside, ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 down, runner on third. The delivery, another ball inside to Feller. Opposing pitcher trying to do himself a favor here, give himself a little bit more breathing room. 4-3 lead for the Rough Riders. The delivery, down the middle plate for a strike, 1-2, or 2-1. You're listening to B92.7 FM in Wahpeton, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks. The pitch, high fly ball, right fielder takes a couple steps in and makes the grab to end the second inning. So 1 runner left on base, but not before Grand Forks retakes the lead. 2 runs in the bottom of the second, top of the third coming up. Davies at the bat. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KFGK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Feller still on the hill. His team leads now 4-3 after putting 2 runs up in the bottom of the second. Up to bat this inning for Davies is Jackson Byswinger, Carson Barta, and Chase Keller, the 3-4-5. So this is the time, if you're a Eagles fan, you're thinking to yourself, hey, we can get some runs here potentially. Middle of the order, batting pretty well. Beiswinger had a single and scored a run in the first inning. Pitch on the outside corner, catches the black. 0-1 count, nobody on, nobody out in the top of the third. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Out of the windup, the delivery from Feller. In the dirt for a ball, 1-1 count. 84 degrees and sunny skies in Wahpeton. Breeze coming in from center field. Dimensions 307. 307, 324 to the corners. Beiswinger steps back in. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Feller out of the windup, the delivery. Ooh, hard hit ball. Goes down the foul line and out of play into the pitchers. I guess where they warm up the pitchers. 1-2 count. Ball had a nice pop coming off the bat. Couldn't just straighten it out for Beiswinger. Steps back in. The 1-2. Catcher sets up inside. Ball in the dirt. 2-2 count. Both these pitchers, their pitch counts climbing here a little bit. Early in this one. 7 combined runs between the two teams. Feller on the hill, out of the windup. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery in the dirt. Full count. And you kind of, if you're a head coach, get an 0-2 count. You like him to not mess around. Just go after the hitter. Eagles trail. Timeout taken by Gonzalez, the catcher. Clears everybody off. Beiswinger steps back in. Davies trailing 4-3 in the top of the third. Feller out of the windup. Catcher sets up outside. The payoff pitch. High fly ball goes foul down the first base line. Carson Barta, the pitcher for Davies, struck out swinging his last time at the plate. Delivery from Feller. Swung on and missed. No, fouled it off. 3-2 count. Beiswinger, a .288 hitter this season. 15 hits, 6 RBIs, 10 runs. Feller out of the windup. Catcher sets up outside again. The payoff pitch. Another hard hit ball foul down the first base line. Eagles fans clapping, saying keep fighting at the dish. Beiswinger steps back in. Feller trying to finish off this hitter. Full count. The delivery. In the dirt, walks him. So a long at bat from Beiswinger gets the result he wanted. First batter on base for the Eagles, trying to tie this one back up. Carson Barta steps to the plate. Struck out swinging his last time at the dish. Barta, a solid hitter. Gets the call from his head coach. Steps back into the box. Be interested to see if Davies just tries to advance the runner, move him over one base. Catcher sets up outside. Barta swings hard and goes foul down the first base line. So they gave their pitcher the swing away. Still early, top of the third. But some coaches, they like to tie the game back up and then start working at small ball. Other ones like small ball immediately. 0-1 count to the pitcher. Feller, the delivery, shows bunt and fouled on the first base line. 0-2 count to Barta. On deck is Chase Keller. Had a single, scored a run in the first inning. That big first inning for the Eagles. A 3-0 lead to start. Rough Riders came back, tied it back up, and took the lead in the bottom of the second. Feller out of the stretch. The delivery. Cats him looking. Back-to-back Ks for Barta. That is going to be the 5th K for Feller this afternoon. Not bad through 2 1/3 innings. Keller steps to the plate. Runner on first. One down. Feller from the first base side of the pitching mound looks in as Byswinger takes another step at first base. The delivery. Breaking ball across the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. Game following up this one, 4-seed Wahpeton versus the number 1 seed West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. The defending state champions trying to go for a three-peat this season. Got a couple guys on that roster who have won at the highest level, trying to finish their senior year out with a win back at the state tournament. That's going to be in West Fargo this season. The 0-1 count, the delivery, breaking ball, chopped foul down the first base line as Byswinger was going on the pitch. 0-2 count. Evan Erickson on deck. Got on an error, but it was a 2 RBI error, so he'll take that. Doesn't help the batting average, does help the team. 0-2 count, 1 down, runner on first. Feller comes set on the mound out of the stretch. Timeout taken again by the hitter. So I jinxed us earlier. I said that the first game was a very quick one, went in and out. This game, hitters and pitchers taking their time. 0-2 count, catcher sets up outside, runner on first. The delivery from Feller, swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks for Feller. It's going to be his 6th K of the afternoon. Up to bat, Evan Erickson trying to make something happen here for Fargo. Had a 2-out rally in the first inning. Trying to make something happen here. Feller on the hill, looks in, comes set. The first baseman at the box. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Erickson saw that ball coming. He said, you know what, I'm trying to take this one in the stratosphere, and then dropped off on him. 0-1 count, 2 down, runner on first. Feller, a senior, 36 Ks on the season, one of the better ones in the EDC when it comes to pitching. Catcher sets up. Feller out of the stretch, runner on first. The pitch, chopper to the shortstop, fields it and bobbles it. Runner goes into first base. Officials go an E6. So 2 runners on now for Paul Norum, who struck out looking his last time at the dish. The DH on deck, Matthew Nelson, hit a single in the second inning. Top of the third, 4-3 lead for the Rough Riders, but Davies trying to answer back. The pitch, catches the outside corner. No, not quite. Catcher isn't able to frame it just right for the pitcher. 1-2. As a pitcher, it's not really a work of art unless your catcher can frame it for you. You can paint. Need to have that framer. The 1-2, the delivery, swung on and missed by the DH. 1-1 count. Eagles left a runner on in both the previous innings. 2 runners on now. Trying to bring their guys home. Infield playing back. The delivery. Ball on the outside or inside corner. Breaks for a strike. 1-2 count. 2 down. Norum struck out looking his last time at the dish. Trying to correct that this time. Feller looks back at the runner. The delivery. Pitch on the inside corner. Gets him looking again. 7 Ks for Feller. So after 2.5 innings of play, Grand Forks Red River leads 4-3, bottom of the third. Coming up in a minute, you're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 FM, 95 KFGK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Bottom of the third coming up. First pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 count. As Carson Barta back on the hill for the Eagles. Rough Riders trying to add to their lead, leading 4-3. The delivery, pitch in the dirt. 0-2 count coming up to Mason Stroh. Pitch away, 1-2. Umpire strike zone expanding a little bit here as we get into the middle innings of this game. Nobody out, nobody on. Delivery from Barta. High fly ball. Right fielder trying to track it down. Second baseman going out there too and lands foul. Again, the breeze coming in from center field might have helped that push that one foul a little bit. Count stays 1-2. And Barta's happy with that because Stroh hit a home run. Or correction, yes, no, hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first to put the Rough Riders back on the board. 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 2 in the bottom of the second. Stroh steps back in, trying to make something happen in the bottom of the third. Barta out of the windup. Davies in their white jerseys steps off, scratches his leg. All white uniforms for Davies this afternoon. The delivery. Another high fly ball. Right fielder takes a step in, drifts back, falls, and ball lands in. We'll see what this one calls. I would have called that a hit as the right fielder is still on the ground. Left fielder and second baseman going back out there as the right fielder able to roll over. They say the ball might have hit him in right field. They're giving him a hit. All right, we're going to juice Stroh's stats this afternoon. Home run and a double. Coming up is Dylan Demarius, who struck out in the first inning, but the ball got away from the catcher. And a visit to the hill by the coaching staff as the trainers out in right field kind of dealing with the young man down. So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KFGK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. A 1-minute break as we sort out right field.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Well, they're helping the right fielder off, which is a big deal for Davies, as that's Grant Matter, one of their leading hitters this season. Matter this season, leadoff man, 17 hits on the season, 13 runs, 304 batting average. So, it hurts to see anybody get hurt on the field. It's not ever a good thing to see anybody get hurt. It's also not good for Davies, who's trying to mount a comeback, trailing by a run. Your leadoff man going out, that's going to hurt the WAR efforts. Barta warming back up on the hill. Up to bat is the third baseman, Dylan Demarius. Struck out looking his last time at the plate. So, question, all right, so who's going in for him? Number 15 is coming in. We'll get you that name here in a moment. Number 15 is Grant Goddard. Well, they're changing a Grant for a Grant.
Coming into play right field for the Eagles, number 15, Grant Goddard.
Grant Goddard steps in. Barta rewarming himself up. Runner on second, nobody out in the bottom of the third. Rough Riders trying to add to their lead.
Batting for the Riders, third baseman, number 3, Dylan Demeray.
Demeray steps back in. Shortstop holding the runner on. The pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Demeray is senior, batting .324, 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 6 runs. Leads the team in strikeouts as well with 11. 0-1 count. Barta comes set on the hill. Runner takes another half step at second base. Pitch in the dirt on the outside corner. 1-1 count. Nobody out. And we decided Stroh got a double on his hit into right field. Went off of Matter. The delivery. Breaking ball. Inside corner. Misses. 2-1 count. Brady Pearson on deck. The left fielder struck out looking his last time at the plate. Runner takes the lead at second. Barta comes set on the hill. Looks back at him. The pitch. Fastball inside. Misses. 3-1 count. Right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. Think if you're a pitcher with this strike zone, you want to work that outside corner. That has really been where a lot of these pitchers have lived early in this one. Demeray waves his back elbow. 3-1 count. Pitch in the dirt. Walks him. So up to bat, the left fielder, Brady Pearson. As we get a walk-up music for Pearson. Pearson, a junior, 4 hits, no RBIs, 1 run. Peterson, 267 hitter, 353 on-base percentage. Infield playing the grass, nobody out, looking bunt for the left-handed batter. Delivery. Pitch misses inside on left-handed hitter, 1-0 count. First base playing the grass, third base playing the grass. Middle infield playing back, shortstop holding the runner on. So a lot of room here if you're a left-handed hitter, if you can try to push the ball onto the left side of the field. As left fielder playing back and towards the line. A lot of green grass. Shows bunt, and bunt fouled straight back, 1-1 count. Like the idea, the problem is, though, is that Stroh wasn't taking a big enough lead, I think. You gotta have a bunt like that. Gotta make sure that if the catcher fields it, he can't go third with it for the force out. Runners on second and first, nobody out, 1-1 count. Peterson steps back in. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Barta comes set on the hill. Out of the stretch. Looks back at his runner. Shortstop holding him on. Shows bunt again. High ball. Fielded by the pitcher, goes one with it, so advances the runners. First baseman almost got a glove on that. Could have gone third. Pitcher was there to back him up. So a 1-3 put out, but advances the runners into scoring position. Stroh at third, and Demaray at second. Logan Oakstead steps up. Oakstead scored a run in the second inning. Got on in a single. Comes up now with 2 runners in scoring position. Infield playing the grass. The pitch, breaking ball misses away. 1-0 count. And in a situation like this, you're just trying to make contact hard somewhere. Trying to make the infield work with first base being open. 1-0 count. The pitch in the dirt. 2-0 count. And the other thing you got to think of, too, with Oakstead, who showed he had a little bit of speed, able to steal a base. You got to think to yourself, too, that I just need to put the ball in play somewhere. Swung on and missed, trying to bring all the runners home. 2-1 count. Umpire goes back to collect the ball, give it back to the catcher. The 2-1, Oakstead, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. As Barta comes back out of the windup. Comes set, the delivery. Misses the outside corner. 3-1 count. First base is open, shortstop there to back up Barta. Runner standing strong on the base. Stroh at second. Demaray at second. The pitch in the dirt, loads the bases. Adrian Gonzalez steps in, the catcher, with what an opportunity to help your team out, leading 4-3 in the bottom of the third. Carson Barta, a senior, been in tough situations before, a .93 ERA, but struggling in this one. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0 count. 1 down, bases loaded. Corners playing up, middle infield playing back. Probably setting themselves up, trying to set themselves up for the double play. The delivery, swung on and missed by Gonzalez. And for Gonzalez, that's an unforced error there. As you saw 4 straight balls, you almost want to watch him throw a strike to you. Barta comes set on the hill. Rough Riders lead 4-3 in the bottom of the third. The delivery in the dirt. 2-1 count. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. If you want to watch the game for free, go to KBMW News Live on YouTube. The 2-1 count. Hard hit ball. Second baseman gloves it, gets it to second for the put. No, it goes past the first baseman. That's going to score 2 runs on the error. Going E3 on that error. So Gonzalez gets on in the E3, scoring Stroh and Demaray. A 2-run error. Again, bites Davies. 6-3 lead for the Rough Riders in the bottom of the third. Jacob Chime comes back in. The delivery. Chopper, second baseman, gloves it and goes one with it. So a 4-3 putout. 1 man left on base. 6-3 lead as we go into the top of the fourth. Davies trying to fire back. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK, Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel, hanging out with you this afternoon on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. 84 degrees and partly sunny skies here in Wahpeton. Nice and cool in the press box for us as our guys taking selfies up here. Up to bat this inning, 8-9-1 hitters for the Eagles. Davies trailing 6-3 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First pitch of this inning brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. The delivery in the dirt for a ball one for the left-handed hitter. That's Matthew Nelson at the plate. Nelson, the center fielder. 1-0 count. Nobody on, nobody out. The delivery. Fly ball down the third base line goes foul behind the concession stand at John Randall Field. Count goes 1-1. Nelson steps back in. Feller, the delivery. Chopper, foul down the first baseline. Count goes 1-2. Nelson, a .294 hitter, 15 hits, 4 RBIs. Got on a single his last time up in the third inning. Another hard hit ball. First baseman gloves the backhand, flips it to the pitcher for the putout. A 3-1 putout. Don't see that every day. Brady Heckler steps to the plate, struck out swinging in the second inning. So we got 8-9-1 up in this inning. Nelson goes down. Hecker goes up to bat. On deck is Grant Goddard, who's playing for an injured Grant Matter. He got hurt in an earlier inning. The pitch swung on and hit sharply down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Left fielder gloves it. And Davies trying to cut into this lead, trailing 6-3. So a single by Hecker brings up Grant Goddard. And it hurts any time that you lose a starting player, but when you lose your leadoff man, one of the better batters in the conference, it's going to hurt twice as bad. One down, runner on first. Feller on the hill. Looks in. Hecker taking his lead at first. The pitch, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 count on the outside corner. Sun goes behind a cloud, comes right back out. Pitcher comes set, the delivery. Swung on and fouled off. Going and takes second base. So Goddard swings and misses, goes off the glove of Adrian Gonzalez. And Hecker takes second base on the pass ball. 1-1 count, 1 ball. 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second in scoring position as the Eagles trying to cut into this lead, trailing by 3. Rough Riders scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. So they're on a pretty good pace here. Goddard steps back in. Feller looks in. Comes set on the hill. Working from the first base side of the rubber. The right-hander. The delivery. Inside pitch. Misses. 2-1 count. Umpire taking his time with these balls and strike calls. Runner takes the lead at second. Shortstop holding him on. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Should be 1 out. Goddard. Catcher sets up on the outside corner. The pitch. And watches it go for a 3rd strike. Up to bat is Kadowski. 1 for 2 today with a run scored, a single. Flew out to the third baseman his last time at the dish. The delivery Breaking ball inside corner, misses the strike zone, 1-0 count, runner on second. And, Hecker, he's taking a pretty big lead over there on every pitch. So I wonder if Gonzalez doesn't try to fire one down to the second baseman, covering the bag. Delivery in the dirt, 2-1. Hecker wants to make sure that if Kadowski puts any ball in play, that he's got a good chance here to score. Make the Rough Rider defense work. Second baseman playing the bag. A lot of room on the right side of the field. The delivery swung on and fouled off. 2-1 count. 2 down, runner on second as the Eagles trail 6-3. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you go over there, hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss another game. A lot of EDC action. The pitch swung on and missed. 2-2 count. So 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Right fielder playing in and hugging the line a little bit. A lot of room over the second baseman on that right side of the field as he continues to play the bag. Kadowski digs in. The pitch from Feller and goes behind him. Hecker takes third. Did the throw get there in time? It did not, umpire says. So Hecker takes third base, 90 feet away. Kadowski, you almost wonder if he leaned out of that one. Could have leaned into that one. Might have took a base. Loads the count, 3-2, 2 down. Payoff pitch coming up from Feller. The right-handed senior steps off the rubber. Hecker goes back to third base. Back on the rubber for Feller. Catcher sets up outside. The payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Fields it backhand. Goes one with it. And the runner the first baseman pulled his foot off the bag. So an infield single from Kadowski scores a run. Jackson Beiswinger comes to the plate. 2 down, runner on first. The delivery from Feller. Outside corner. Catcher tries to throw down. Doesn't get there in time. First baseman able to glove it.
Third baseman number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
1-0 count. Beiswinger had a single, walked, got stranded at third base or second base in the third inning. Top of the fourth, 6-4 lead for the Rough Riders. High fly ball down the first baseline. First baseman tracks it down and goes out of play behind the dugout. 1-1 count. Davies put 3 runs up in the top of the first. Able to tack a run on in the top of the fourth. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. Walks brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. The pitch. Chopper back to the pitcher, who runs the first and tosses it. A 1-3 putout leaves a runner on base, but not before Davies able to get on the board. After 3.5 innings of play, Grand Forks Red River leads 6-4. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665 or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7. B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Gunnar Heikert at the plate. Carson Barta still pitching. The delivery high and away for a ball. 1-0 count. Nobody out, nobody on. Barta out of the windup. Catcher sets up inside. Foul ball, straight back. The 1-1 count. On deck is Cole Ledoux. The delivery. Swung on and missed by Heikert. 1-2 count. Rough Riders lead 6-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Able to tack 2 runs on per inning so far. See if they can keep that run production up. The 1-2. Swung on and missed with a K. Ledoux steps in. Ledoux 1 for 2 with an RBI, or 0 for 2 with an RBI today. 1 down, nobody on. The delivery. Fly ball. Out of play to the first base line. 0-1 count. Ledoux steps back in. On deck, Brett Feller. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. The delivery. Chopper to the third baseman. Fields it cleanly on the grass. Goes 1. And did he get pulled off? He did. So that's an E5. Gets Ledoux on base. Brett Feller steps in. Davies fans in attendance saying, make the throws. I imagine that's something that Carson Barta probably saying too. His pitchers not helped. 3 errors apiece by both these squads. Barta giving up 5 hits for 6 runs. Feller steps back in, 0 for 2 today. 2 flyouts. Runner on first, 1 down. Out of the stretch, Barta, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery. Foul ball straight back into the net at John Randall Field. 0-1 count. And the Rough Riders had a tough time against West Fargo High. 4-0 loss on Tuesday night. Trying to win this one to play the loser of Cheyenne and Wahpeton. That game will come up right after this one. 0-1 count, pickoff move, not in time as Ledoux able to get back underneath the tag. Catcher sets up inside. Another pickoff move. Again, trying to get Ledoux. And as a base runner, sometimes you take it personally. You know, what did I do? Ledoux takes a conservative lead at first base. 0-1 count. The delivery. Takes off, goes to second, throws in time, and gets Ledoux on the base pass. Well, we mentioned he was taking a conservative lead. Might want to have taken another step on the pitch. Took off and got caught stealing. So 2 down for Brett Feller, who says to himself, you know what? There goes my base runner trying to extend my lead. 1-1 count, 2 down, nobody on. The delivery. Breaking ball, misses inside and high. 2-1 count. Well, Red River, they've done a good job this afternoon in these 2-out situations, getting base runners on and making the Davies defense work. The delivery. Fly ball into the outfield. Center fielder drifts underneath it, drifting back and makes the grab. So a 1-2-3 inning. After 4 total, Davies trails 6-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. When we come back, top of the 5th, B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Feller on the hill as we go into the top of the fifth. Red River leads 6-4. Davies trying to fire back here. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. Up to bat this inning, Barta, Keller, Erickson, your 4-5-6 hitters. Barta 0 for 2 today. Keller 1 for 2, and Erickson 0 for 2. Got on 2 errors. Feeling pretty good about your on-base percentage. Not great about your batting average. But hey, put the ball in play hard somewhere and make the defense make a play. Feller, right-handed batter, or right-handed pitcher. Barta, right-handed batter. The delivery in the dirt on the outside corner. 1-0 count. Nobody out, nobody on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance representing auto owners. Sets up outside. The delivery paints the corner. 2-0 count. Catcher can't frame it. Missed it barely. The delivery inside for a strike. 2-1. Barta making Feller pitch to him. Steps back in. The pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Feller out of the windup. The delivery. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-1 count. Right side of the infield, playing back. Left side, playing about normal depth. Feller comes set. The delivery. Barta watches a pitch on the outside corner go by for a strike. Full count. Sometimes that's kind of what you want to do. Just make the opposing pitcher throw to you. Warming up in the batting cages right now. Our game following up this one, West Fargo Cheyenne and the Wahpeton Huskies. Chopper to the first base side. First baseman fields it, gets it to Feller for the 3-1 put out. 1 down in the top of the fifth. Chase Keller coming to the plate. Scored a run in the first inning. Struck out swinging in the third. Keller, the swinging backstop, trying to make something happen here. A 128 hitter, 6 hits, 2 RBIs. He also does a little bit of pitching. A 1.4 ERA with 17 Ks for Davies. Imagine that's somebody they're going to look to tomorrow. Inside pitch for Feller. Gets the first strike. 0-1 count. 1 down. Davies trails by 2. 6-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Feller out of the windup. Takes a step off the rubber. Comes back on. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. Misses off the plate by an inch. 1-1 count. One's across the board. Nobody on. The pitch. Hard hit ball by Keller. Right fielder fades back on it and makes the grab. Evan Erickson steps up, the first baseman. Got on 2 errors. Erickson comes up. 2 RBIs on the error in the first inning, though. Nobody out. 2 down. Davies trying to get a 2-out rally going. The pitch from Feller, swung on and missed by Erickson. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. 0-1 count. Steps back in. The delivery. Misses the outside corner. 1-1. Erickson wiggles the bat on his shoulder. Feller out of the windup. The delivery, breaking ball. Misses the inside corner. 2-1 count. Erickson, a 167 hitter, 9 RBIs on the season, leading the Eagles. The 2-1. This is off the plate. 3-1 count to Erickson. Both these pitchers just trying to win in advance. Play the loser of West Fargo High and Shanley. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery misses or catches the outside corner, loads the count back up. So payoff pitch coming up. On deck is Paul Norum. Struck out twice looking. Full count. Catcher sets up outside on the first baseman. The delivery swung on and missed. Ball gets away from the catcher. Gonzalez steps off, throws to first for the out. So after 4.5 innings of play, Grand Forks Red River leads 6-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bottom of the inning coming up in a moment on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. As we go in the bottom of the fifth, Davies trailing Grand Forks Red River 6-4. And the Rough Riders scoring 2 runs per inning. That came to a stop in the fourth. Had a 1-2-3 inning. Trying to get something going here. Mason Stroh, leader in the clubhouse when it comes to the Essential Health Player of the Game. 2 for 2 today with a home run and a double. 6 total bases. The delivery misses on the outside corner. 1-0 count. So Stroh has 2 runs scored as well today. Doing a lot. 1-0 count. Delivery from Barta. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. So Carson Barta trying to make something happen here. Our astute statistician, Zach Mannock, call him Groot over here because he's got a solid base. The delivery. Fly ball down the first baseline goes out of play. 1-2 count. He made the point. He said Barta's doing a good job pitching. It's the guys behind him having a tough time. 3 errors on the day for Davies, and 3 errors for Grand Forks Red River as well. But the errors for Davies seem to come at the most inopportune times. Riders in scoring position. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-2 count to Stroh. Timeout taken. Mason Stroh this season, 270 hitter, a 378 slugging percentage. The delivery misses high. 2-2 count. Stroh pitches as well. 15 innings this season, 2.33 ERA, 12 Ks, 14 walks, 10 hits. So gets the job done, chews up some innings. 2-2 count to Barta, the delivery. High fly ball down the first base line, goes foul again. Count stays 2-2 as it goes into the fan section. Nice little park at John Randall Field if you ever have a chance to come down and visit. The home for EDC tournament action this summer. Smich fouled off the 2-2 count. Davies gets the ball back in. Stroh battling with Barta coming out of the windup. The 2-2, nobody out, nobody on. The delivery. Hard hit ball. That's a line drive. Lands in front of the center fielder for his third hit of the day. A single. Well, if Stroh, we keep doing this, just needs a triple for the cycle. Don't want to jinx him, but Dylan Demaray comes up. 0 for 1 this afternoon with a run scored. Walked in the third inning. Barta gets a conversation with his catcher. Comes to the mound. Mound visits. Brought to you by High Camp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. Coaches stay in the dugouts, however. Catcher just trying to calm his guy down. 1 out, nobody on, or no outs, 1 on, as the Rough Riders trying to extend their lead. Demaray at the dish. Barta, close stance out of the stretch. The delivery. Hard hit ball back up the middle. And a single as the shortstop now able to make a glove on it. Ball rolls into center field, gets it in. So back-to-back singles puts 2 men on for Brady Peterson. Peterson, a 0 for 2 this afternoon, struck out looking, and 1-3 putout. On deck is Logan Oakstead, had a single and walked. Grand Forks knocking on the door again, trying to extend their lead. Infield playing the grass. If it's a bunt and run, Stroh, short lead. Catcher gets the ball, goes 1 with it, and gets the putout. The 2-3 putout on the bunt from Peterson advances the runners into scoring position. Logan Oakstead steps up. Getting pretty good at calling these high school baseball games, trying to find out what the coaches might be thinking. That's why we feel bad for Brady Peterson's batting average. Don't let the guy do a lot of hitting. But, hey, the goal in the game is to win, and winning plays is laying down bunts. Ball across the plate for a strike, 0-1 count. Infield still playing up on Logan Oakstead, the center fielder. Barta feeling pretty good, pitching out of the windup. The delivery misses a high and away, 1-1 ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runners in scoring position, infield on the grass. Delivery in the dirt, 2-1 count. And for Oakstead, you kind of have an idea that he's not going to bunt here, as he's been known to put the ball in play. He hits the ball hard anywhere he hits it. What you don't want to do, though, is ground into a double play, so that's why both of these runners taking kind of conservative leads on the base pass. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Fouled it off. 2-2 count. Runners go back to their bases. Oakstead takes a couple more jumbo cuts. Ball by the backstop as the Davies and Red River players trying to figure out whose ball it is to pick up. Adrian Gonzalez, the catcher, took his gear off, went and get the ball. 2-2 pitch. High fly ball. Center fielder goes back on it, comes in on it. Runner tags up at third and takes off. Cutoff man not in time as Grand Forks Red River extends their lead. Stroh scores from third base, so a fly out from Oakstead gets an RBI. A sac fly brings up Adrian Gonzalez. 2 down, runner on second. The catcher today, a single with a run scored and a grounded into a 4-6, but got on base on an E3. What does that mean? That means he's 1 for 2 on the day. 2 down, runner on second. Desmarais takes the lead. Nobody holding him on. Second baseman playing normal spot. Gets past the catcher. Desmarais goes into third. And the backstop at John Randall Field, it does have a little bit of pop back. If that ball hits that backstop hard enough, it will give the ball back to the catcher. So runner 90 feet away. Gonzalez at the dish. Barber takes a step off the rubber. Comes back on. Out of the windup. And Gonzalez takes the timeout. Steps back in the box. The 1-0 count. The delivery. Swung on and missed by the catcher. 1-1. 2 down. Runner on third. The 1-1. The delivery. Ball in the dirt. And he went. 1-2 count. One, 2 count. We'll talk about that in a moment. The delivery. Breaking ball misses high. The conversation in the press box right now is Gonzalez. He kind of check swing, and he pointed down at the first base umpire, and the first base umpire pointed right back at him and gave him a strike. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner 90 feet away. Pitch on the outside corner. Full count. It's never good when you got to look back at the umpire and see what the call is. At that point, you know, hey, it's a pretty close one. Payoff pitch coming up. The 3-2. Delivery gets him looking, and Gonzalez goes back to the pine. Not happy about that one. So after 5 full, Grand Forks Red River leads 7-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with top of the 6th on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527. B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton, powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Feller's still on the hill as we get into the top of the 6th. Davies trying to come back. 3 runs down, 7-3 or 7-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Up to bat this inning, Norum, Nelson, and Heckler. DH Norum struck out twice looking. Feller still wheeling and dealing for the Rough Riders. Out of the windup, the delivery. Chopper down the first or third base line goes foul. 0-1 count. Norum getting the bat off his shoulder. Nelson 1 for 2 today on deck. Had a single in the second inning and grounded out to the first baseman in the 4th. The delivery. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count. Your first pitch brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, and agriculture supply company. The 0-2 count as the DH steps back in the box. The delivery. Chopper down the first baseline. This one goes foul as well. So a chopper down the third, down the first. Now it's time to put the ball back into play. Nelson taking practice cuts on the on-deck circle. The 0-2. The delivery. Another foul ball. So it looked like Paul Noah might have... okay, so what we're going to call that is a swing and a K. What's the take here? Okay. We get a pinch runner. Runner on first. On the strikeout and run. Matthew Nelson steps on. Olsen running for Norum. Nelson 1 for 2 today. Matthew Nelson, a .294 hitter, 15 hits, 4 RBIs, 10 runs, batting in the back half of the lineup, trying to add some juice. And it looks like a lot of the sand is falling apart behind home plate. A little bit of mud action as the catcher kicking some dirt. It's been a while since we've gotten this many games on John Randall, back to back to back. It's the first big tournament of the spring, the Eastern Dakota Conference tournament in Wahpeton, John Randall Field. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runner takes his lead at first base. The delivery. Ball in the dirt. Catcher pops up with it. 1-0 count. Brady Heckler struck out in the second inning. Got a run scored in the fourth. Got on a single. So it's 9-1. The delivery. Misses inside. 2-0 count. Grant Goddard 0 for 1 today. He's hitting for Grant Matter, who went out in the third inning. Catcher going to the dugout. Are they switching balls? What's happening down the baseline? Looks like his glove might have popped a seam. As we get a new catcher's glove, or a new glove coming in from the runner down the field. Good time to remind you, you're listening to B92.7 FM and 95 KGFK in Grand Forks. I want to thank those listeners for tuning in this afternoon as their Rough Riders lead by 3 runs going into the top of the 6th. As Gonzalez gets his glove fixed, Feller takes a couple warm-up tosses with the first baseman, steps back on the rubber. Runner on first. Nobody out, 1 on, 2-0 count. Feller, the right-handed pitcher, working for the first base side of the rubber. The delivery. Pitch misses inside, 3-0 count. And for the Rough Riders coaching staff right here, you're telling your starting pitcher, hey, just keep throwing some strikes here. Got enough of a run lead late in the game. You feel pretty confident. The delivery. Pitch on the outside corner. Fastball. Catches the strike zone. 3-1 count. Nobody out, 1 on. Davies started this game off hot. A 3-run first inning. Since then, only put up 1 run on the board. The delivery. Fly ball down the third baseline. Foul goes into the batting cages. Full count coming up for Nelson, number 8 hitter. Brady Hecker on deck. Winner of this game advances. Plays at least one more game of their season. The delivery high and away. Walks him. So 2 runners on as Brady Hecker steps to the plate. And another mound visit, this one by the Grand Forks Red River coaching staff. Mound visit is brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. Well, we saw a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Red River. Wonder if this is the time to give Feller the hook. Pitched a very good game today. Nine Ks, 10 Ks on the day. So feeling pretty good about what the senior has done. Put you in a position to win the game. Now it might be time to give the ball to somebody else. Nope, not quite there yet. Going to let Feller go probably the remainder of this inning at least as we go into the last two frames. Davies at bat in the top of the sixth. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. 2 runners on, nobody out for the Eagles. Hacker, right-handed batter, the delivery from Feller. Hacker watches a pitch go by for a ball. 1-0 count. Feller looking back in. Comes set on the hill. Out of the stretch. The delivery. Outside corner for a strike. 1-1 count. Tying run at the bat for the Eagles. Haven't had a ton of balls hit hard, and Hecker swings and misses at this one. 1-2 count. A lot of the runs that Davies has been able to score in this game comes at the expense of the Rough Riders' fielding percentages. The 1-2 count. Feller, the delivery. Breaking ball. Hard hit ball. Shortstop grabs it, sends it to 2 for 1, to first for 2. Double play by the Rough Riders. So runner 90 feet away, but a 6-4-3 double play brings up another hitter. This is a pinch hitter for the pinch hitter.
Number 25, Keegan Wessels.
Keegan Wessels comes to the plate. He is the last batter on the lineup card for the Eagles. Pitch on the outside corner, misses the strike zone. 1-0 count. So this is the third batter who's leading off this afternoon for the Eagles. Pitch low. Misses away. 2-0 count. And Wiesel's a right-handed batter. Probably didn't have the speed that Matter had. The delivery. Down the middle of the pipe for a strike. 2-1 count. 2 down. Runner 90 feet away. Davies trailing by 3 runs. 7-4. And if you're Weisel's just trying to hit the ball hard somewhere, the leadoff position this afternoon, 0 for 3. The delivery misses away. 3-1 count. On deck is Wyatt Kadowski. Kadowski this afternoon, 2 for 3. The delivery down the middle of the plate for a strike. Full count. So payoff pitch coming up with a runner at third base. Davies down to their final 4 outs. Like to score some runs here. Top of the 6th. Grand Forks looks in. Timeout taken. Full count. Game coming up after this one. 4 p.m. start for West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the Wahpeton Huskies. The delivery misses low. Gonzalez behind the plate, not happy with the call. Slaps his glove a little bit. As the runner advances to first base. So runners on the corners. And Weissel, a larger player, probably not a stealing situation. Kadowski right now trying to just score 1 run. Had an RBI in the 4th inning. 2 singles and a fly out. So 2 for 3 on the afternoon for the shortstop. Runners take their leads on the corners. The delivery. Ball down the middle of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. And sometimes conventional wisdom says you want to see a pitch from Feller who just walked the batter ahead of you. But at the same time, you only get 3 of those. Not a great idea to waste one. 0-1 count, 2 down. Feller comes set out of the stretch. The delivery, breaking ball, hard hit ball by Kadowski. Left fielder trails on it, and it goes over his head. 1 runner scores. As Weissel rounds second, rolls into third. A stand-up double scores a run. So after a double play, I think Davies fans were a little concerned they weren't going to be able to score a run there. 2 runners in scoring position. Weissel got on a walk, and now Kadowski on a double. Got an RBI out of it, too. His second RBI of the day. So 2 runners in scoring position for Jackson Beiswinger. Beiswinger this afternoon, 1 for 2. Had a run scored in the first inning on a single. Feller has 118 pitches this afternoon. Conversation trying to figure out if he has one more batter or not. So they are trying to let him finish this inning and then have a pitcher go for the final 3 outs of the 7th. The delivery, ball misses high, 1-0 count.
Now batting for the Eagles, third baseman, number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
Beiswinger steps back in, the third baseman. 1-0 count. 2 runners on, third and second. First baseman playing up. The delivery. High fly ball down the first base line. First baseman trying to track it down and goes out of play. 1-1 count, 2 down. Davies trailing 7-5 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. The 1-1 count to Beiswinger. Runners take their leads. Feller on the hill. The delivery. Ball misses away. 2-1 count. So Feller has this batter, and then probably going to have to switch him out. Tying run at second base for the Eagles. 2-1 count to Beiswinger. 2 down. The delivery. Ooh, ball down the middle of the plate for a strike. 2-2 count. That might have been his pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Beiswinger steps back in. 2's across the board. The delivery from Feller. High fly ball in the left field. Left fielder trails underneath it and makes the grab. So 2 runners left on base for Davies, but not before they score a run. 2 men left on as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Rough Riders lead 7-5 on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as Carson Barta, he finishes his day with 96 pitches. Feller, he finished with 123. So a good day by the Rough Rider starter. Gave up, 5 hits? 6 hits and 4 Ks, 5 Ks for Barta, or for Feller. Pitching now for the Eagles is Keegan Weisel, trying to close this one out. Potentially could get the win here if Davies can come back in the 7th inning. As we go into the bottom of the 6th, Rough Riders lead 7-5 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance representing auto owners. No home runs in this game, but all your runs brought to you by your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. That would be Titan Machinery. Scoreboard sponsor. And yeah, don't forget, Miller Realty is our post-game sponsor, a tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, trust, and service, where we give out our Player of the Game by Red River Agency, your trusted, Player of the Game by Essentia Health, here with you. Brady Price steps into the box, the number 9 hitter, so we have 9-1-2 coming up for Grand Forks. The delivery. Breaking ball misses high and away. Ball 1. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. 1-0 count to the number 9 hitter. 0 for 2 today with an RBI. The delivery. Weisel gets him swinging. 0-1 count. One. Weisel comes set out of the stretch. The delivery. Ball misses away. 2-1 count. We've seen more pitchers go to the stretch in high school straight out instead of going out of the windup. The conversation has kind of turned to, I think it saves a little bit more energy. Less energy of you having to move all around, less head movement, and less of a chance that the pitcher doesn't get the ball where he wants to go. The 2-1. The delivery. Ball over the pitcher's head. Shortstop able to make a glove and falls away. I'm going to see what the official call is here. I gave him a single on that one, but we'll see. Brady Price with the hit up the middle for a single, his first hit of the day. Heikert steps to the plate. 1 for 2 today with a double and a run scored. Get a pinch runner coming on as well for the Rough Riders. Our next game going to be a little bit delayed. First pitch supposed to be at 4 p.m. or 30 minutes in between the two games. So if you're tuning in to listen to Wahpeton and West Fargo Cheyenne, that game is going to be probably closer to 4:15 than it is going to be to 4 o'clock. Gunnar Heikert at the dish. The delivery. Ball misses away. Catcher able to get a glove on it. Nobody out. 1 on for the Rough Riders. Heikert got a double in the first inning, leading things off. Walked in the second and struck out swinging in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Weisel looking back at the runner. Comes set. The delivery. Ball catches the bottom of the strike zone to tie the count back up 1 apiece. Cola Duke on deck. 0 for 3 today with an RBI. Runner takes the lead at first base. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. Hard hit ball goes down the third base line. Shortstop chases it down, makes the grab. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Fly out to the shortstop, brings up Cola Duke. On deck is Brett Feller. Feller's going to get one more at bat before he gets yanked. Pitched a very good game today. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. 6 innings pitched, 6 Ks, and 6 hits allowed. Gave up a couple earned runs as well. LeDuc steps into the box, 1 down, runner on first. Weisel comes set on the hill. Looks over at the runner, the delivery. Pitch down the middle of the strike zone. 0-1 count. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter is the duel we have going on. LeDuc gets the call from his coach down the sideline, steps back in. Takes a couple practice cuts. Weisel on the hill, comes set. The delivery, hard hit ball. Second baseman was going to cover the bag on the steal attempt, and LeDuc gets a single. Runner advances to third base. So 1 for 4 this afternoon for LeDuc as Brady Price's runner goes to third base. Brett Feller steps in. Feller 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts this afternoon. Has a chance here to extend his lead. Right now the pitcher of record potentially gets the W in the win column. breeze coming in strong from center field. You know how that goes. It's a southern breeze. Making the net set, John Randall kind of expand and contract a little bit. American flag in center field, really ruffle it out. The delivery. Ball in the outside corner for a strike on the right-handed hitter. 0-1 count, 1 down, runners on the corners. With a 2-run lead, you don't want to play around too much, and Feller has a pretty solid bat. I imagine they'd probably play this one straight up. The delivery. Breaking ball, hard hit ball by the third baseman is going to score 1 run as Ledoux pulls into second base. A single and an RBI for Brett Feller. Extends the lead to 3, 8-5 lead. Runs brought to you by Tide Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. Mason Stroh steps in. Had a home run in the first inning. Had a double in the third inning. A single in the fifth inning for those of you at home scoring. 2 runners on. The delivery. Fly ball down the first base line goes foul. Stroh's trying to hit this ball to the deepest part of the ballpark. 380 is center field. 0-1 count. The pitch misses high on Weisel. Or misses high on Stroh. Weisel, the relief pitcher, coming in for Barta. One's across. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on. The delivery. 2-1 count. Stroh might have wanted that one. It was a chest-high pitch. Just missed the strike zone by a couple inches. Weisel comes back set on the hill, working from the first base side out of the stretch. Comes set, looks at his runner at second base. The delivery, breaking ball. This one does catch the strike zone. 2's across. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runners on. On deck is Dylan Damaris. 1 for 2 this afternoon with 2 runs scored. Runner takes a big lead at second. The pitch inside. Misses. 3-2 count. So Mason Stroh, a triple away from the cycle. Right now working with 3 runs scored this afternoon. His team leads 8-5 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Weisel takes another step off. As Stroh steps back in. Runners take their leads. 3-2 count, 1 down. The pitch. And gets him looking. Oh, ruined a perfect day for Stroh. 3 for 4 on the afternoon. But hey, I'll take it. 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. The leader in the clubhouse for the Essentia Health Player of the Game. Dylan Emery comes to the bat. His team leads by 3, 2 down, 2 runners on scoring position. Grant Forkus did a good job this afternoon, not leaving guys stranded. High fly ball into left field. As they make a grab to end it. 2 runners left on base to end the 6th inning. Going into the top of the 7th. The Eagles trail 5-8. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back, B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Barta comes in the box. New pitcher for the Rough Riders is Alex Seaver. First pitch across the plate for a strike, 0-1 count. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. As Davies, they're down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 3 runs, 8-5. At John Randall Field, beautiful day for ball games. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. Barter not happy about that one. 0-2 count. Barter this afternoon, 0 for 3, 2 Ks and a ground out. The delivery. Hard hit ball down the first baseline goes foul. As we see the Mustangs and Huskies, their players milling around, getting ready to take the field. That game, first pitch, probably right around 4:10, 4:15-ish, as we have a 30-minute break in between the 2 games. The delivery, breaking ball, hard hit ball, second baseman gloves it on the bounce. Goes 1 with it for the 4-3 putout. So Barta 0 for 4 this afternoon as Chase Keller steps in. Keller 1 for 3 with a run scored, a single in the first inning. Had a strikeout and a flyout as well.
The catcher, number 14, Chase Keller.
Keller trying to get something happen, trying to help mount the comeback for the Eagles. 6 hits, 2 RBIs, no runs scored this season, 128 batting average. The pitch, fly ball into right field. Right fielder takes a step in, rolls back for it, and goes off his glove. An error in right field puts a runner in scoring position. Keller pulls into second base. And the right fielder, he was thinking too much about maybe lunch that comes afterwards. Let that one go off his glove. That's a tough break for the Rough Riders. Tough break for Seaver, who's trying to have a 1-2-3 inning. 1 down, runner on second base for Evan Erickson. Now, Erickson, he's a player 0 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. Got on an error by the shortstop. Seaver comes set, the delivery. Breaking ball misses on the outside corner, 0-1 count. And it's a good time to remind folks that baseball is a cruel sport, man. You can't take your eye off the ball, literally. 1-0 count. The pitch. Ball misses away. Keller takes a jump at second base. The catcher with a little bit of speed. He ran out of the batter's box hard when that ball went in the air, which is exactly what you do as a coach. You teach that, hey, run out every hit. The 2-0 count. Seaver comes set. The delivery. Breaking ball fouled off by Erickson on deck. It's the designated hitter, Paul Norum, scored a run, 0 for 3 on the afternoon with 3 Ks. The 2-1 count. Breaking ball. This is the inside corner. Alex Seaver trying to wheel and deal a little bit. His coaches might be saying, hey, how about you cut it out as a tying run on deck. The pitch. Breaking ball misses the outside corner. Walks a hitter. So what could have been a 1-2-3 inning, an error in right field. 1 down, 2 runners on now for the designated hitter. Now, Norum hasn't done much today, but not somebody that you just want to toss the ball to. As he's a big guy, and all it takes is putting some bat on ball, and we're talking about a whole different ball game. Matthew Nelson on deck. 1 for 2 this afternoon with a single and a walk, grounded out as well in the 4th inning. 2 runners on. 1 down. Eagles trying to mount a comeback, trailing 8-5 and across the Family Insurance scoreboard. Rough Riders in the field trying to end this one and advance in the season. The delivery, hard hit ball, second baseman gets by him. So runners load the bases. Norum gets a single. Will end his hitless drought. Bases loaded now. Left-handed center fielder steps in. Now, as a head coach, what you tell this guy is he goes into the batter's box. Are we get a pinch runner for the DH? We are. So tying run at third base, winning run at the plate for the Eagles. And this is not a situation that the Rough Riders want to put themselves in. How do we get to this position? A fly ball into right field goes off the right fielder's glove, a walk, and then a single. And now we have bases loaded for the center fielder. And as I was saying, the delivery from Seaver, inside corner on the left-handed batter, misses, 1-0 count. What do you say to a hitter like this when you go into the box? You say, hey, we just need a one at a time. We don't need you to try to win this game on one swing. So just compact swing, try to put the ball in play. 1-0 count, the delivery misses inside, 2-0 count. Got to give a shout-out to Adrian Gonzalez behind the plate for the Rough Riders. He's had an excellent game today, making sure all of the balls stay in front of him. It's a tough game to play backstop. 2-0 count. Hard hit ball, gets by the shortstop. 1 run scores. 2 run score. And 2 RBI single makes this a 1 run game. Ooh, Rough Rider fans in attendance, little chills going through the crowd. Matthew Nelson, 2 RBIs on the single. He's going to store Keller and Evan Erickson. Brady Hecker comes up. Ball misses away on the right-handed batter. 1-0 count. So the pinch runner for Norm at first base. At second base, Nelson at first. The delivery. Ball catches the outside corner of the right-handed hitter. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And this game got a lot more interesting as it's a 1-run lead, 8-7 lead for the Rough Riders in the top of the 7th. The delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count to the number 9 hitter. And this is, again, where you say if Grant Matter doesn't get hurt in the second, what does that do to this Davies team? As your leadoff man, leading the team in batting average, can't play. The 1-2. Delivery. High fly ball to right field. Right fielder comes in on it. This one's dropping, and the ball falls out. A comedy of errors as the first baseman, right fielder, and second baseman all run into each other. And this reloads the bases. Hecker gets on an E. We'll give that, again, got to give it to the right fielder there. E9, 2 errors by the right fielder. Loads the bases for the big hitter. It's Keegan Weisel. And we have a conversation going to the hill. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. So get this. So you come into this game. Your season's on the line, so you throw your best guys. Feller, arguably the best pitcher for Rough Riders. And for Davies, they threw Carson Barta. Now, Barta, we said, hey, the infield not doing a ton to help him out in this game. But what did we expect? It was a 3-3 tie, errors. And then in this inning alone, there's been 2 by the right fielder. Rough Riders out-error Davies 6-3. And this is a tough one here because Keegan Weisel, we mentioned, he comes in and is batting in that leadoff spot for Grant Matter. Well, what's funny is that Weisel, if they win this game, he's the pitcher of record for the win. So with bases loaded, 1 down, there's a chance here that he could win the ball game if he gets the winning run to score from second base and then does a good job pitching. Seaver on the hill, the delivery. Ball misses the outside corner, 1-0 count. Nowhere to put him for Alex Seaver, who came in relief for Brett Feller. Great game. 6 innings pitched, 9 Ks, 4 hits allowed. The delivery on the outside misses. 2-0 count. Correction, 6 hits, 9 Ks for Feller today. Seaver came in to try to finish this one off, and it's been a tough one. 2-0 count. The delivery from Seaver. Down the middle of the plate for a strike. 2-1. Well, Davies, they were let back in this one by errors by the Rough Riders. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery, high and away, or high inside, missed. 3-1 count. And the tying run is at third base. Winning run's at second. Weisel, you might just put your bat on the hip and see if Seaver can throw you one here. The 3-1. The delivery catches the outside corner. 3-2. That was a low and away on Weisel. I had a sneaking suspicion that he wasn't going to swing at that pitch. Wanted to see if Seaver would throw him one. So out of the stretch, Alex Seaver, bases loaded, high-intensity situation as Adrian Gonzalez takes the time out to rebuckle his shin guards. Now, as a pitcher, I can tell you that always was the most frustrating thing because, you know, the fans have butterflies, announcers have butterflies, pitchers, we don't. So having this type of situation here, you're like, I just want to get this out. The 3-2 pitch. Outside corner, rings him up. Keegan Weisel goes back to the bench. And that's a tough one. So the coaching staff goes out to talk one more time on the hill, trying to figure out the pitching situation here. Do they need to swap in another pitcher? And for the Rough Riders, you lead by 1 run. Seaver, he's gotten the last guy out. I imagine you'd let him go here and try to get this last batter, get this one out. See, okay, all right. So let's talk about it. As our statistician Zach Mannock in the box with us, and he mentioned, hey, we want to have him pitch for tomorrow, which makes sense. But here's the problem: you got to win today if you want him to pitch tomorrow. And if you throw in another guy here, bases loaded with 2 down, crazier things have happened. Umpires talking to the head coach on this High Camp Construction mound visit. Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance representing auto owners. This was a game that I thought was going to be kind of put away as Grand Forks put 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth to come away with an 8-0 or an 8-run lead. But these 2 runs in the top of the 7th really make things interesting. So Alex Seaver stays on the hill. They asked him, can you get this last guy? Up to bat. Very interesting situation here. Up to bat is our pitch away, misses 1-0 count. Wyatt Kadowski steps in, 241 hitter, 7 RBIs, 14 hits, 13 runs. Bases loaded, 2 down, 1-0 count. Tying run at third, winning run at second. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count from the shortstop. And nothing would be better to write home about if you're Fargo Davies than a hit right here. Now, granted, Rough Riders get the last at-bats in this one as they are the higher seed. The 1-1, Seaver the pitch, misses away. 2-1 count. Again, you're not trying to win the game on one swing. You're trying to win the game at this at-bat. Nowhere to put the runner, bases loaded. 2 down. Catcher sets up outside. Seaver, the delivery. Misses away. 3-1 count. First baseman and right fielder in unison jumping up and down, knowing, hey, if we got those 2 fly balls, this game would have already been over. The 3-1. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. Hard hit ball goes into left field, scores 1 run. Runner tags up or goes into third, so we got a tie ball game. Davies has a chance to retake the lead here. Kadowski sets it up with an RBI single. So Nelson at third, Heckler at second, and Kadowski at first, and we're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. We'll take a 1-minute break.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
B92.7 is KBMW-FM Breckenridge Wahpeton, powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
Andrew Zimmel back at it, and you got to get diamonds by putting Cole under pressure. Well, Cole LeDuc is on the hill. This season pitching 7 2/3 innings, a 4.57 ERA, 9 Ks, 4 walks, 9 hits. He comes into this situation with the Rough Riders, and Eagles tied 8 apiece. The delivery, hard hit ball to the shortstop, gloves it cleanly, goes to third, and gets the out. A 6-5 put out, leaves 3 runners on to end the 7th. Well, now it comes down to the pitching of the Eagles. 8-8 ball game as Weisel goes back out. That was Jackson Beiswinger, who grounds into a 6-5 put out. We'll see if we have extras or if Grand Forks can walk it off. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KGFK Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. 8-8 ball game as we go in the bottom of the 7th. Keegan Weisel on the hill. Alex Seaver, he pitched 29 pitches. Cole LeDuc came in with 1. Got out of that pickle. Bases loaded situation. Davies left him loaded. 8-8 ball game now as we go in the bottom. Ball misses high. 2-0 count on Brady Peterson, who's 0 for 3 today. Struck out, grounded out twice. Logan Oakstead, on the other hand, 1 for 2 this afternoon. The pitch from Weisel inside for a strike, 2-1 count. This tournament was going on schedule until these two teams decided to play. Slowed everything down for us. That's fine. The delivery catches the inside corner of the plate for a strike, 2-2. If you're tuning in to listen to West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Wahpeton, that game scheduled at 4 p.m. Going to get pushed back a little bit, at least 30 minutes, as we wrap up this one. Win or go home for both these squads. Delivery. Swing and a miss by Peterson. Sits him down. And we might have extras for you, too. Logan Oakstead steps to the plate. Adrian Gonzalez on deck. Gonzalez, he's 0 for 2 today. Got on an error. Had a single in the second inning. For Oakstead, a single in the second inning, a walk, and then a sac fly into center field. The delivery, hard hit ball goes into right field. First baseman goes back for it and makes the grab. And if one of those could have happened for Grand Forks, we'd be wrapping this game up right now. Adrian Gonzalez comes to the plate. Brady Price on deck. Price 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Gonzalez steps in with a run scored. Struck out looking in the 5th. Weisel comes set on the hill. The delivery, breaking ball. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Well, Weisel now is in a position to steal a win. Brett Feller pitched 6 innings for Grand Forks, but Seaver wasn't able to close it out for the Rough Riders. Open the door for Davies. The pitch, fouled back. Goes into the fan section. Mustangs in attendance. 0-2 count, 2 down. Want to give a shout out to our coworker, Turner Bloffus, who's couldn't be with us today. Ended up catching pneumonia. 0-2 count. High fly ball for Gonzalez. Goes out of play. Count stays 0-2. Fans really showing up in attendance might be a big factor because Wahpeton is playing in the next game. So the stands really filled up. 0-2 count, 2 down. Weisel gets the signs from this catcher. Sets up outside and high. The delivery. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. So we're going to extras. After 7 complete, Davies and Grand Forks Red River tied at 8 apiece. We'll be back with top of the 8th on B, 92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we go into the top of the 8th. No sweeter words said than extra innings, especially in a game like this one where there's so much at stake. Earlier today, Fargo North beat Devils Lake 2-0 to advance to the state quarterfinal game. That is going to be a game with the loser of West Fargo High and Shanley. That's who Fargo North will play. Loser of our upcoming game, West Fargo Cheyenne and Wahpeton, will face the winner of Davies and Grand Forks Red River. Davies battles back in the top of the 7th, tied back up 8 apiece. As we go into the 8th, Carson Barta up to bat. Swinging a foul ball down the third base line, 0-1 count. Cole LeDuc on the hill. LeDuc, 7 2/3 innings pitched this season. Almost a 5 ERA, 4.57, 9 Ks, 4 walks, 9 hits. Got out of the last inning with bases loaded. Trying to make something happen here. The pitch in the dirt, gets away from Gonzalez, goes to the backstop. 1-1 count. Well, Barta this afternoon, 0 for 4. 2 Ks and 2 groundouts. Trying to get on base. The delivery. LeDuc gets it. Barta able to ground it to the third baseman, and he gets the 5-3 putout. Chase Keller steps in. Barta 0 for 5 this afternoon. That's not great. Chase Keller up. Keller 1 for 4 with a run scored, 2 runs scored this afternoon. The second baseman, the catcher, he got things really going in that 7th inning. LeDuc on the hill, out of the windup, the delivery. Another hard hit ball to the third baseman, and this one goes through the wickets. So Keller gets on base on an E5. And the Rough Riders played relatively clean baseball for the first 5 innings. The last 2 innings, 4 errors. 7 errors on the day. Up to bat, Evan Erickson. 1 down, 1 on. Rough Riders trying to close this one out and get the win. LeDuc on the hill. The pitch to Erickson in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Backstop, gives it back a little bit. So Keller on second base, and those of you keeping score at home, that's the winning run. Infield coming to talk to Cole LeDuc. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. By far the most entertaining game this afternoon. I'll tell you, I love a good rubber match. I also love a game where one team's ahead and another team gets ahead. And right now we're in a situation where Davies, they have a lot of the momentum. Grand Forks, Red River had the momentum, trying to close this one out. Couldn't do it in the bottom of the 7th. Now we're in extras, top of the 8th. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, and agriculture sponsor. LeDuc takes a step off the hill. Looks back at his runner, comes back on. 1-0 count, 1 down, runner on second. I'll tell you, man, Keller taking a big lead for a catcher, not afraid. Second baseman holding the runner on. The delivery, breaking ball, across the middle of the plate for a strike. 1-1 count. And, you know, we talked a little off air. Our statistician, Zach Manock, call him Groot, got a solid base. Talked a little bit off air. We were talking about Seaver. The delivery, breaking ball misses inside. That one didn't cut. 2-1 count. And Seaver, we want to keep, or Rough Riders want to keep him for tomorrow potentially. Only pitched 29 pitches. But you got to think, LeDuc comes in, gets that 1 out, but now we're in a situation where runner's in scoring position. The delivery, high fly ball goes foul, out of play behind the press box. Count goes 2 apiece. If LeDuc can get the win here, that's big. Huge, in fact. But if Davies starts shelling you, you got to think, you know, a little Monday morning quarterback situation. You got to win today to play tomorrow. The delivery, breaking ball, hits the runner, or hits the batter. So Evan Erickson, hit by a pitch, gets on base. That's an unofficial at bat. So error by the shortstop in the first inning, error by the shortstop in the third inning, a strikeout and a walk. 2 RBIs and a run scored, going over today. Paul Norum steps in, 2 runners on, 1 down. The pitch, down the middle of the plate for a strike, 0-1 count. Correction, wouldn't get that name right for you here as it's a pinch hitter for the catcher. Blake Chase up to bat. Pitch misses away, 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. 2 runners on in the top of the 8th. The pitch misses low, 2-1 count. Blake Chase hitting for the DH. Pitch misses away. Gonzalez tried to frame it for his guy. Not quite there. 3-1. 2 runners on. 1 out. Matthew Nelson on deck. He had a 2 RBI single in the 7th to tie this one back up. The delivery misses away. That loads the bases. So an E5, a hit by pitch, and now a walk. And we're in a similar situation for Matthew Nelson. Nelson came up with bases loaded his last time up, had a 2 RBI single into left field. Nelson potentially here could be playing hero again. First pitch for a strike on the left-hander. A correction of ball, 1-0 count. Infield playing the grass. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. 1-1. Rough Riders got to be ready for the bunt. Nelson potentially here can show bunt too. The delivery. Hard hit ball into left field. That's going to score a run as it lands in front of the left fielder. 1 run scores. Another run coming in. Gets down. 2-run score on another RBI single by Matthew Nelson, the center fielder. 4 RBIs in the final 2 innings. Cracked this one open. A 10-8 lead for the Eagles. So he is now 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Brady Hecker steps to the plate. 1 for 4. Grounded into a double play in the 6th. The delivery. Breaking ball. Hard hit ball. Shortstop gloves it. The backhand goes 3 with it. So a fielder's choice. Hecker gets on base. Top of the order back up. And again, baseball's a funny sport, man. Keegan Weisel steps into the plate. Pinch hitting. Now pitching. The delivery misses away. Ball 1. 1-0 count. 2 down. 2 runners on for the pitcher. And Weisel, he came in the 7th inning. Struck out looking. The delivery misses off the glove. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. Nelson at third base and Hecker at second. So Weisel's now first base is open. The question right now for Leduc is, hey, do I walk this guy to try to get to Kowalski? But even Kowalski today, 3 for 4, the delivery. In the dirt, gets away from him. That's going to score another run as Gonzalez not able to stay in front of the ball. A wild pitch scores Nelson. That's his first run of the game. Puts Hecker on third base. .3-0 count. Okay, 3-0 count to Keegan Weisel. The delivery. Ball in the dirt, walks the pitcher. And this is the guy that you don't want to see up. Now, we joked earlier about Wyatt Kowalski, who right now is 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a double. Runners on the corners now. 11-8 lead for Fargo Davies. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. And if this game goes the way that it's looking, we might have some words to say to our statistician. Soft roller to the second baseman for the 4-3 putout. Ends the top of the 8th. So coming into the bottom of the 8th, Grand Forks, they've got some work to do. Trailing now 11-8. You're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7. Davies looking to close the door and lock it as they put a new pitcher in as well. Right-handed pitcher. We'll get you that name here in a moment. But we got to mention this, that our statistician, Zach Manock, he looked at me and he said, I got Grand Forks as we went into that final inning. Don't root for my team, Zach. Talk about the kiss of death. Brady Price in to pitch for Keegan Weisel. So Price comes in, and he now could get the close. Things are crazy, man, because Carson Barta had played a very good game, ended up pitching a solid outing. But because of that big inning in the third, or big inning in the seventh, where Davies was able to put 3 runs on the board, he gets the win, potentially, if Davies can close. And now, if Price gets the close, he can get the save here after 3 more runs. That is insane. Correction, we got to get that right for you. So, number 13 for Davies is pitching. Don't have that name. All right. First pitch is a strike. Catches the outside corner. 0-1 count. (0-2) as Joshua Skrybar is hitting for Brady Price. That's the right answer now. 0-2 count. Pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Davies leads 11-8 after trailing for most of this one. Skrybar steps back in. The 1-2. The delivery. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Gloves it. Oh, loses it out of the transition. We'll see what the official call here. As an error, E6 puts the number 9 hitter on base.
Now batting for the Riders. Shortstop, number 7, Gunner Eichert.
It's going to be Jackson Beiswinger pitching. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The delivery, ball in the dirt, 1-0 count. Yeah, number 13. All right, there we go. Got to get that right for the folks at home, guys. All right. 1-0 count, nobody out, 1 on. Delivery from Beiswinger. Into the dirt, 2-0 count. Batting. Batting is Gunnar Heikert. The pitch from Beiswinger. High fly ball. Davies comes in on it. The second baseman calls off the right fielder, makes the grab. 1 down. Cole DeLuke steps to the plate. Grand Forks is down to their final 2 outs. And we just were almost talking about how good of a hitter Heikert was. Cole LeDuc steps in. 1 for 3 today with an RBI. LeDuc, the pitcher now. Fly ball into right field. That one's going to fall foul, out of play. 0-1 count. So Beiswinger trying to get the save for the Eagles. You're listening to B92.7, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks and KBMW News Live on YouTube. For those of you that are tuning in right now, the delivery. Hard hit ball into right field. That's going to advance the runner to a base. Everybody holds up. So Swybar at second and Cole LeDuc at first. Brett Feller, 1 for 4.
It'll be about a half hour, 35 minutes. We do the grounds and do high-low for both teams.
Yes, that's a good call. So, all right. As the Beiswinger gets a new ball, on deck is Brett Feller. Top of the order, there's 3-4 hitters, and it's good to mention that Mason Stroh, who is a triple away from a hitting for the cycle, could have a chance to come up to bat. The delivery into the dirt, 0-1 count, or 1-0 count, correction. 1 down, 2 on. Brett Feller, 1 for 4 today with an RBI single. The delivery. Hard hit ball, high flyer. And left fielder makes a grab. So line drive to the left fielder. And Mason Stroh has a chance here to do something very special as his team trails by 3, 11-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Tying run at the plate. Had a home run in the first inning to really crack things open. A 2-run home run to start things. Had a double in the third, a single in the fifth. 3 runs scored, and it's 2 RBIs. Mason Stroh could do something very comical here. Setting it up for you. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher by Swire. The delivery. Watches a pitch go by for a ball. Inside, 1-0 count. Beiswinger on the hill, trying to get the save for the Eagles, who rallied back to score 6 runs in the top of the 7th and 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Rough Riders at the plate. Stroh gets a little sweat in his eyes, takes a step out, steps back in. Seven total bases today for Stroh. The delivery, ball in the dirt, 2-0 count. Dylan Demaris this afternoon, 1 for 3 with a walk. 2-0 count. Stroh takes a couple practice cuts. Steps back in. Stroh is senior. Big forearms. The 2-0 count. Fastball down the middle for a strike. 2-1, and that was one that Stroh probably wishes he could have had back. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, KBMW News Live on YouTube as we wrap up this winner-go-home game between Davies and Grand Forks Red River. The pitch, hard hit ball to the third baseman, shortstop, can't get by it. And that's going to load the bases as Stroh gets a single, loads it up. And that's all you can ask for. 2 down, look for a hit, right? Dylan Demaris tying run at first, winning run at the plate. 11-8 lead for Davies after scoring 3 in the top of the 7th, 3 in the top of the 8th. Also worth noting, left a couple of runners on base too this afternoon. The delivery, pitch inside for a strike, 0-1 count. Beiswinger on the hill. Rough Riders down to their final out, bases loaded. Davies, the delivery. Swing and a miss. And looks like it might have come up and caught the catcher. Not a fun place to get popped by one. That's Case Keller behind the plate. Gonna catch his breath, though. He's saying it went off his forearm, which I'll tell you, places that a ball can go off of, I think that's one of the better places. 0-2 count, 2 down. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. 11-8 lead for the Eagles, who are trying to close the door and come back for an upset victory over the higher-seeded Davies team, or higher-seeded Grand Forks team. 6 seed versus 7. The delivery. Inside pitch. Misses the strike zone, 1-2. I thought that might have caught Demaris. Not quite. Brady Peterson on deck, 0 for 3 this afternoon with 2 Ks. The delivery. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Fargo Davies, who gets the upset win after trailing for the majority of it, 11-8 win, as Beiswinger gets the save and Keegan Weisel gets the win. Can you believe it? We'll take a quick break and come back with your post-game report. Post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty, your tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. We'll be back in 3 minutes on B92.7 FM, 95 KGFK in Grand Forks, and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527. Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back to the Miller Realty post-game report. Miller Realty, a tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. Well, Davies, they win this one after trailing for most of it. 11-8 is your final, with the Eagles moving on to play the loser of Wahpeton and West Fargo Cheyenne. That game will be tomorrow at noon, first game of the day. So let's go through it for the visiting team, Davies. The winning pitcher, Keegan Weisel, gets the win, and the Jackson Byswinger, gets the save in this one. Three different players led off for the Eagles. It was Grant Matter. He went 0 for 3 this afternoon, and then Grant Garter went 0 for 1. Finally, Keegan Weisel went 0 for 0. Wyatt Kowalski 4 for 6 this afternoon. Jackson Byswinger, 1 for 4 this afternoon. Carson Barta, 0 for 5. Casey Keller, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Evan Erickson, 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Paul Norum, 1 for 4. And Blake Chase went 0 for with two runs scored in that position, the DH position. Matthew Nelson is your Essential Health player of the game. Essential Health here with you, because he went 4 for 3 with 4 RBIs. All 4 of those RBIs came in clutch situations in the 7th and 8th inning to pretty much win this game for the Eagles. And Brady Heckler, he went 1 for 5 today with a run scored. Your final 8 runners left on base for Fargo Davies this afternoon. For the Rough Riders, who just kind of fell apart at the end of this one, Brett Feller had a great game, 6 innings pitched, 123 pitches, 9 Ks, 6 hits, and the guys that closing out for him just weren't able to get it done. That was Alex Seaver and Cole LeDuc. And we mentioned during the game that Cole Seaver came in and was doing a pretty good job, was able to get out of some sticky situations that Feller might have left himself in. But the thing about it was at 29 pitches, it was a hard out, and they were going to put LeDuc in, which is fine. But the problem is that if you're going to sit Seaver, you got to make sure that you win the game. The problem is they didn't. Alex Seaver, a freshman, Cole LeDuc, a senior. The freshman was getting the job done. He did give up a season-high 29 hits this year. However, when he was wheeling and dealing, it looked good. LeDuc, once time through the lineup, Davies hitters were able to get onto him. Let's go through it. Gunnar Heikert, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Cole LeDuc, 2 for 5 with an RBI. Brett Feller, 1 for 5 with an RBI. Mason Stroh, 4 for 5, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Dylan DeRays, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Brady Peterson, 0 for 4. Logan Oakstead, 1 for 3 with a run scored and RBI. Adrian Gonzalez, 1 for 4 with a run scored. And Brady Price, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So Davies, they move on. Grand Forks Red River, their season comes to an end at John Randall Field. We'll take a quick break. We're looking at about 15 to 25-minute break, and then we will have the next one up for you here on B92.7. West Fargo Cheyenne, the number 1 seed, the defending 2-time state champions, and Wahpeton Huskies. That game going to tip off or start off here in about 15 to 20 minutes. But I want to thank everybody listening and on 95 KGFK in Grand Forks. Very tough way for the season to end for the Rough Riders. And keep watching on KBMW News Live as we continue to have EDC action today and tomorrow.
This East Region Tournament broadcast was brought to you by American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, Cargill, Carlson Family Insurance, Jahinkapazoo, Comdell Innovation, Gripper Sports Store, Height Camp Construction, Jawoski Glass and Repair, Optimum Rehab, Smith Motors, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.
B92.7.
What are you trying to tell me?
My favorite radio station ever. Hands down. Wow, okay.
Playing hits from 2K and today.